Alright everyone, we are back now with Game 2 of oMgZues versus Roachgelion from the NESPA StarCraft 2 Open that took place last November here in Lincoln, Nebraska. And we're going to go straight away here into Game 2 and hit play. And now, for those of you who didn't watch Game 1, go back and watch that very good match on MLG Antigua Shipyard between Zeus and Roachgelion. Roachgelion able to take that game due to very favorable army trades throughout the game, and just maybe a few missteps from Zeus in terms of losing a lot of tanks in a lot of those situations. Zeus, now having lost that game, able to pick the map for the second match, and he has chosen MLG, the Shattered Temple. And this is a very interesting choice for him. I have always felt this is a very good map as Terran. Now the middle is very open, but the pushes into the natural are very difficult for Zerg. You can really play very turtily as Terran on this map, and it's very hard to break that. So we have Zeus spawning here in the top position as the purple Terran, facing off against Roachgelion in the right position as the orange Zerg. Roachgelion, a very interesting player. He lives in Kansas, is a student down there in Lawrence, Kansas. Traveled up for the NESPA Open. A very strong player. I've watched several of his games outside of even this tournament. And a very strong player, very good mechanics, and always a formidable player. So it's always a delight to watch him play. And of course, Zeus, a fellow NESPA organizer. And caster, you may have seen him cast a lot of our CSL games, plays the 2v2 team with me a lot. A great player, a great Terran player. He kind of gets frustrated a little easily with Terran, which is understandable. Terran is very difficult to play, so he's been toying around recently with other races to see if he likes those better. But this is back when he was playing Terran, and he was a very strong player as well. So we're going to see Roachgelion actually switch it up a little bit this game. On MLG Antigua Shipyard, he opted for a hatch first build, probably due to that long rush distance with the cross positions. This map, you're not guaranteed those cross positions, so he's going to go ahead and play it safe with an early pool, and that's a very wise decision from him, I believe, on this map. Zeus is going to actually wall off a lot earlier this time, so that's going to deny a lot of scouting from Roachgelion at this point, and looks like he's going with a very aggressive 3 racks build. Now this is probably a build that may be familiar to some of you. 1 rack's not actually getting started. Did he change his mind? I don't want to say anything about it if he's not actually going to do it. So anyway, what I think he's going to be doing, no, maybe not. He called down a mule instead. So he's going to do a 2 racks expand instead, and Roachgelion opting actually for a really quick macro hatch is kind of surprising. I'm not entirely sure what prompted that. I'm going to have to look around in Zeus's base. He hasn't really seen a whole lot, so I'm not entirely sure what's prompting this. Maybe it's just his Zerg senses tingling, knowing that there's a big aggressive push coming from Terran here soon. But what I thought Zeus was going to do was the super aggressive 3 racks build, where you get 1 racks on 11, I believe it is, and then you get 2 more on 12 or 13, and you use your first energy to call down supply, allowing you to get that racks down even quicker. And then you basically make several Marines, and then bring half or all your SCVs and push at about 4.5 minutes, and it's actually really hard to deal with if you do not scout it and make banelings or spines in enough time. You're absolutely in a tough place. So not opting for that build, faking me out. Although he's going to get a 3rd racks here soon, and he's not going to actually push. He's going to go ahead and play safe, and I like that decision from Zeus, especially in light of the fact that there's a macro hatch down for Roachgelion, which he has seen. So he's going to play it safe, and instead of try to break that, foolishly try to break that, he's going to go ahead and throw down some bunkers, go ahead and expand. Has 3 racks and a factory going down, and here we have a ton of lings coming out for Roachgelion. He's going to go ahead and try to move into this natural and end this game quickly. Very interesting decision from Roachgelion, knowing he's been up a game in the series. He's going to try to end this early with heavy Ling pressure. But moving right in here, losing tons of Lings to this bunker and these Marines. Definitely not a good situation for Roachgelion to be in at all. If we actually look at resources lost, you can see Roachgelion far behind at this point. So he's going to have to go ahead and expand and try to get back in this game if he has any hopes of winning this match and taking the series 2-0. Zeus continuing to make Marines and bunkers to play defensively. We got Banelings coming out now for Roachgelion. He is very much committed to this offense, and this is about as all in as it can get right now for Roachgelion. Not gonna even wait for his reinforcements. He's gonna move in with these Banelings and try to send them into the mineral line. No, he's just gonna go ahead and he's gonna lose them all. Trying to, I'm not entirely sure what he was trying to do right there. Able to take out the bunker, but definitely not worth the trade. He's going to try to take out some more of these Marines, but good stutter step micro from Zeus and killing all those Banelings and Lings that were outside his natural. And Zeus has got to be feeling really good right now. He's held off a lot of serious pressure without hardly any losses at all. And he's got to be feeling really good. Here come a lot of Lings. Still committed to this all-in is Roachgelion. These Lings actually just running up here on a rally, going to try to go and kill the few workers that are mining here, and not even actually attacking at all, just running them all around and losing them. I'm really puzzled right now by Roachgelion's strategy at this point. He is going to throw down that hatch, but I feel at this point it might be a little too late, having lost tons and tons of resources. Lost almost 2,200 in resources to the 500 of Zeus. That puts him really far behind if you didn't know how math works. And so these Lings are going to continue to run around and just kind of scout, I guess. A scouting overlord moving in here into the main, and he's going to see just how far behind he actually is. He even opted for a pretty quick lair, and so I'm not entirely sure what his game plan is to transition out of this. Reactor is going down now for Zeus. Gonna let that Marine count just get out of control. Combat shield has finished. This expansion just starting to get finished for Roachgelion. Having to distance mine at the moment because he's oversaturated in his main, and we do have drops now coming out for Zeus. He's going to go ahead and poke around with that drop ship. Probably going to be able to do quite a bit of damage as all these Lings are out in the middle of the map, and Roachgelion wisely making drones at this point to try to get back in the game, but he is going to be very surprised when this drop full of combat shield Marines comes right into his main. Now he must have seen it because he's pulling all his Lings back, and these Marines are probably not going to do tons of damage. Going to take out this Overlord and then get picked up right now in that dropship. Very good reaction time there from Zeus, doing just a bit of guaranteed damage. Going to fly over the main and see what he can see for the time being. Not going to actually be able to do much more damage though with those Marines. Just going to get some intel and see that there is in fact nothing in Roachgelion's base at all. And Ling's actually deciding they don't really care about that medevac anymore, and just going to run out here into the middle again. Kind of an odd choice. Zeus maybe, there he goes. He's going to go back in with this dropship and be annoying. All these drones are aware of it. Are they going to be able to deal with it in time? Yeah, these Marines dropping down one at a time aren't actually going to do any real damage, but are going to deny all mining here at the time being. I would like to see these drones go back to work, actually, as there are a ton of Lings down there. But in the meantime, we do have a very large Marine and 2-tank army moving down through the middle of the map. Has Roachgelion spotted this? He does see it on the mini-map. He's going to have all these Lings run out, and I don't think that he can really do anything, and he's just going to go ahead and GG, as he is aware that he is absolutely boned. I said it. He's boned. Anyway, that's game 2, so Zues able to tie up the series in game 2. We'll be back here with the rubber match game 3 in this exciting series from the NESPA SC2 Open. We would like to give a big shout out to our sponsors, QuickTech Computers and Greenfield's Pancake House, for supporting us with this event, especially QuickTech Computers. Check them out at quicktechteq.net, and we'll be back momentarily with game 3, so thanks for watching.